What's up, everybody? So we're here on YouTube Live with you guys. It's myself and Katie, and we thought we'd answer all your questions. I actually posted this on Instagram yesterday, and I asked people, you're not in the frame, Katie, you might want to.
Well, I can't.
You might want to join us
Marc,
here.
Look.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to go half-ass, or we'll go over your way. There we go. You have to put your right butt cheek only on there. But we said we'd come here and answer some questions for you guys, and we would. I put some an open thing on Instagram where people could ask all the questions they want, and the only statements I got were that I'm looking lean in the picture. So that was awesome. By the way, we don't have our house done yet. We're about 5 weeks away from having our house finished. So until then, we are stuck here in the elements where there might be, I don't know, leaf blowers. I know you guys in California are really jealous of us right now because they banned leaf blowers in a lot of counties out there, but we still have them, and now I'm wishing they would have banned them. But nonetheless, it looks beautiful out here though, doesn't it?
Yep.
So anyway, nice, absolutely empty buildings behind us because of the lockdown, the quarantine, and all that good stuff. But I thought we'd start off this whole YouTube Live, and there's been a lot of questions. Hey, Mark, you know, because we deal with supply chain, and we're with Hy-Vee and Giant Eagle and a lot of distributors, and a lot of things are out of stock, although there's not a shortage on these items. There might not be. So you might be wondering, how the hell are we out of toilet paper still? I mean, we've been, in this for 5-6 weeks, been out of toilet paper. Why are we out of certain canned goods? And the bottom line is, there's more to it than just clicking a button and making it in stock, right? So I think he's just trolling us now. So Katie, tell them why there might be a supply chain disruption and why it takes so long to get things in stock.
Well, you have to think about all the components to go into producing a product. It starts with packaging. So while some companies might have the ingredients or the supplies to make their product, they might not have the packaging. So then it all trickles down the line to, you know, printers. Are the printers back up? Do they have the paper to print the stuff on?
So they might be out of paper.
So, and just from our experience with just, let's say, the outright bar boxes, those take a good 3+ weeks to produce from the point we order it. They order paper, and then we produce it at least 3 weeks. That's best case scenario. So if you think of this huge influx of people purchasing stuff from grocery stores and such, they're getting hit with more sales than they've ever been hit with, and no one was prepared for it.
So basically you could have a paper towel shortage because there is a backup in the supply chain for cellophane wrap of paper towels. You might have a shortage of, for example, outright bars. We're out of almond butter chocolate chip. I got enough ingredients to make that shit for years. We're out of fucking boxes, right? So supply chain is a very delicate process, and that's why you hear Trump talk about the supply chain being outsourced to China. That's a problem too.
Well, and also you have to factor in, even though these places are still open that are essential businesses, they're having to practice social distancing. So think about it, if you've got a printing press and usually there's like stations on there where people are checking stuff or doing stuff, they have to now, they're supposed to be 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
So, or they might not have as many staff in their warehouse because they're trying to minimize exposure. So that will decrease their production.
So a lot of people think of supply chain like just order more toilet paper or just order more whatever, and it's not that easy. Hey Mark, why are you out of stock of this flavor? Well, a lot of times it comes down to packaging, or there could be one ingredient of 20 that there could be a shortage on or a stock issue on.
And companies like us, we only like to stock maybe 3 to 6 months of packaging for that product. Why keep that inventory in stock? Now, we're not Procter & Gamble or whatever. They probably have months and months of packaging inventory, but smaller companies like us, we're not stocking, you know, tons and tons of packaging. So.
And also realize a lot of businesses are going to go under with how can you go out of business in 4 weeks? Easy, because your goal at the end of the year is not to have money. The government penalizes you for having too much money. We profited last year, and Katie, me, and my partner Chad got completely butt fucked on taxes because we profited.
Pay more taxes,
but the year before
we didn't take more money.
The year before we didn't show as much of a profit, and we paid much less. So the government encourages you to not save money. They tax you for saving money. So all these small businesses going out of business after only 3 weeks of lockdown, you know, they're going out of business because the government encourages us to spend all our money it's actually a good thing. It encourages you to reinvest in your company. But when the government comes in and says, fuck you, you're non-essential, you're being shut down, there's absolutely no way to cope with that. No small business in the world. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm making sure I'm not gonna get hit.
Just come over. You're not in the view. You look weird. They just see like a tit. It's just like your fucking left tits in the picture. But anyway, but that's the thing is that government literally set us up for this demise. They force you to not save. So yeah, am I a pro open it up guy? I'm a pro open it up safely guy. I'm a pro open it up with well thought out execution guy. But we need to open this fucker back up, man. And also, we were never truly locked down. Walmart's packed, Kroger's packed, and if those guys, if Kroger can have 120 people in there and everything's okay, and yet a non-essential business that sees maybe 3 people a day is shut down. If you can do 6 fucking feet distancing at fucking Walmart, you can do 6 feet distancing at any non-essential store. So for them to, you know, all they're doing with that is picking winners and losers. That's all they're doing. They're saying, hey, small business, fuck you. Until we shut everything down, we go into a fucking a military state or a martial law state. This is not fucking shut down. What this is doing is picking and choosing losers. And what they're doing is they're wiping out. This is going to be the absolute biggest destruction of the middle class ever. The biggest redistribution of wealth in the history of the world is what they're doing now. This is fucking bullshit. All I say to these fucking stay-at-home Karens is, look, motherfucker, okay? If you're still going to the grocery store, you're just as guilty as that man over there who wants to go and fucking do his job to put food on his family's table that $1,200 from the fucking government isn't gonna do for him. But here's where I'm a bit of a fucking Karen myself. Put on a fucking mask. I don't give a fuck. Go to the gym, put on a fucking mask. So Tiger Fitness provides all of our employees with N95 masks. We bought a whole shitload of them, shipped them in. We have so our employees, when they go to the grocery store, they're covered. They're mandated to wear a mask in public because they come back to our warehouse. They are forced to wear we tell them, wear a mask. We can't police that, but we have good people. Another thing is, if you're going to a gym or something, you know what? We're gonna be, get one. I usually wear this, I put it over my nose. You can make it out of shirts. We have a neck gaiter coming in that looks pretty dope, that all the OCR people wear. It covers your mouth and nose. Cover your fucking mouth and nose. Let's get on with life. Let's get this economy back, and let's fucking make America great again. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, I just got carried away. This is actually a MAGA. This is a MAGA I'm not a MAGA guy, by the way. It's just for all you anti-Trumpers, you don't have to take your business away from Tiger Fitness. I'm an independent. I'm also a realist. And if you guys look up the study they just did at Stanford, where the death rate is much lower, we're 50 to 85 times underreporting or underestimating the people who got this. A lot of people have had this shit. So yeah, let's go. Any questions? I say we get on to questions, guys. I have a lot of talking to do, and Katie has a lot of talking to do too. Trust me.
I do.
She has a lot to say.
Okay.
I'm touching her butt right now, and she's not saying anything. She's trying to play it off.
Any benefit to low calories for 6 days and 1 refeed day? Timeout. If any, just FYI, he's screaming, I'm not. So I'm talking normal. So adjust your volume to my voice, or else you're going to go deaf. You're really loud. Like, that's why I was moving over, honestly.
I got fired up, man.
Okay, well, I'm now deaf in my left
ear.
So
some people argue that it's better for the body to do lower calories and then have a refeed day. I think they're both fine. As long as your calories are equal at the end of the week, I don't think you'll see much difference between a straight caloric deficit versus a higher, more extreme caloric deficit and a refeed day. When you're extremely lean, I do say that refeed days are beneficial psychologically, but I also say fuck refeed days. Why don't you do this? Keep your calories low on that refeed day or that 7th day, 6th day, whatever the fuck you were doing. What I want you to do, here's what I want you to do. I want you to eat normal, but for one of those meals, just go out to dinner with your bring dinner in, order takeout, whatever the fuck your state lets you do at this point. Or just make a really good home-cooked meal and don't count it. Have fun, have some dessert. I think that's a much more psychologically beneficial way to enjoy your refeed.
It's 5 a.m. in NSW, Australia.
Oh, man, I love Australia.
Time change.
I fucking love Australia. You know what? That's Katie and I last night before we went to bed.
We were talking about a vacation, if we ever go anywhere
Well,
again.
before we did that other thing, before, right, you know what I'm saying?
Before you were snoring. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I'm tired. Anyway, but we were talking about places we want to go. Like, I don't want to go to Europe. Like, I don't mind Europe, but it's just not my thing. Like, Australia is the one place that we're like, you know what? When we make it in life, we're going to go visit Australia. Or when the quarantine's over and we won't die from the plague.
Hello from Idaho, bro. Stay safe, you guys.
Idaho.
You are.
I love you guys, man, because especially since Body.com shut down their headquarters because I kept kicking their ass day after
They
day.
completely shut down their headquarters.
They shut down Idaho. Yeah, they were trying to sell the building. I almost bought it out of spite, just to say nah, kind of like I'm not even gonna make that comparison, but it's even inappropriate for this. But yeah, go on.
Yo, Mark, love from Morocco.
Morocco's in the house, man. What's up? That's in Africa, isn't it?
I think so.
A lot of Africans in Morocco.
I held the Moroccan flag in the 1994 World Cup halftime show.
Are you shitting me?
I'm serious. I was in the halftime show. I showed Cammie on YouTube when we were watching it back, and I was one of the people holding the giant flag and stood in front of Whitney Houston when she was singing. Like, I was in the halftime show.
So you were actually a member of the Illuminati that day?
Sure. Tiger Fitness, sup Mark, and the lovely lady sitting next to you on the chat. I'm
Where?
his wife.
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit that.
Thank God for the almond butter oatmeal raisin outright bar. You know that's the worst seller.
It's
of
our
all of
worst
them.
seller.
So kudos to you for
Yeah,
liking.
thank you.
for
Please
being
buy
the
more. So I want to
anomaly.
keep it because it's our most it's the most natty bar ever created. But honestly,
I just
like,
think breakfast for that one. Like it just.
I don't know. I like it a lot. But like people like s'mores and cookies and cream and all that yummy shit.
Hello from London, England.
London, what's up, mate? How you guys doing? I know you guys are locked down like fuck, man. I hope you're doing all right.
Hey there, hope you are having a lovely day. Weather is awesome,
Dude,
by the way.
honestly, this is the greatest place. Even though we're living in a fucking sardine can, like the moving out here, we could be outdoors during when it snowed like 2 days ago in Illinois, bro. It's fucking like 70 degrees, beautiful. I trained topless today, so did she.
Yeah, what's up, Mark? Mark Exotic, LFG. What is LFG? What does that stand
Let's
for?
fucking go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
so
You're just
anyway,
making that
so
up.
one of our art
Excuse me.
guys, he sent that over as a concept, and I was like, I thought it was a joke, and Chad's like, we'll take thousands of them. I'm like, he's like, this is the greatest shirt ever. I'm like, okay, and it seems like people want them, but the Marc Exotic shirt will be available later this week. It'll also be available in a stack.
Please give me the best stack for joint and mental recovery.
Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Joint and mental?
Mental recover. Also boost your energy. How?
Holy shit, there's a lot going on there.
For joints, I swear by Machine Motion and fish oil.
And I like Muendo thrown in there.
Yeah, we're out
Machine
of that. I
Motion.
need-
Fish oil is also great. Fish oil is a great anti-inflammatory. Not super, not like a NSAID, not like a ibuprofen where it actually hinders recovery, but actually will exhibit properties that will help recovery and reduce inflammation both systemically and muscularly. Not muscularly, systemically and in your joints and all that. For some reason, I'm fucking blanking on the smart words for that. Also for mental, I like Mental Jewels. I drink that every day. I actually drink it post-workout because I have right now I've been having my pre-workout at like 10, train at 11, and around 12:30 I have my Mental Jewels. And
The other one was Energy Boost.
energy, I mean, it depends. Are you
Ash is
looking?
what you do.
I mean, if you're looking for that overall like non-caffeine, I think Ritual AM is phenomenal. We have the orange juice in stock now. We should have the coffee in later this week or early next week.
Thank God I missed that. Would you put your products behind a streamer on Facebook gaming that has almost 100,000 following that also does fitness and plan to post hit progress?
I mean, we could always discuss things, but generally speaking, our products do. I mean, I always find that ambassadorships are very cheesy.
That's
and
why
cheap.
we have the Tiger Fitness affiliate program, where if you're passionate about our products, you can earn money for promoting them.
Wait, I'll also explain that affiliate program is kind of like our breeding ground for the athlete program, right?
Correct.
Because, like, for example, we got Congo, Wayne, Matt, all those guys. Like, Congo is a natural pro bodybuilder, but you look at like Wayne is actually a natural pro, but Matt and a lot of our athletes, they're not pros and they're not even competitors,
They're
but
just hard ass working.
they're hardworking,
Health-conscious.
amazing people that we want to be a part of our company.
Not to mention the cost of warehousing commodities. Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God. People don't understand
How much space it takes.
Our fucking
pallets and pallets. Today I have pallets and pallets and pallets. I didn't even count it up how many pallets of outright boxes I have shipping today.
We literally had
it's
to,
like a shit ton.
We had to
It
lease a
takes up-
separate building for outright packaging. There's
Right.
a separate building for just the packaging.
Right.
So that increased your overhead by thousands a month, even if
that's
it's
a good
just
point.
a shitty empty building for a pallets. I'm not talking like a fucking box.
Like,
I'm talking like boxes of boxes of boxes.
I got an email this morning from a printer, and it was like, the boxes are done. I need them out of here by tomorrow morning. They're taking up too much space because it's so many skids.
Okay, I'm guessing, judging by these comments that I'm just breezing through, we have a lot of people who've watched Out of Shadows on YouTube.
Well, can you not jump ahead?
No, I'm just gonna say that if you haven't watched it, watch. I know a lot of people here are also a bit of a conspiracy theorist like
Honey,
me.
focus.
I can't. Go ahead.
I'm reading in order. Do not jump ahead because then it's confusing.
The only time I focus is when we're naked.
Sup, guys? Love from Florida. Can I substitute traditional cardio with prowler work and other GPP
Oh, it's
work?
so much better than traditional cardio. It's so much better for you and so much better for your fast twitch. However, be careful, because if you do a lot of weight training or resistance training, that might lead to central nervous system, not overtraining, but just overreaching.
This is why Ritual has been out of stock for forever.
Um,
I think we just outsold.
No, here's what
and
happened.
this-
We have literally, so MTS, Tiger, and Outright have grown exponentially over the past, let's say, 12 months, including during the COVID-19 issue going on right now. Ambrosia has it's just as, if not more aggressive of a growth streak. So we had two things happen. One is we oversold projections, but Sean and I thought we had it. However, we had an actual shortage on our supply of MCT. So the MCT powder, again, one ingredient out of 10,
Yeah.
right? And that's it. So we should have it in stock next week.
Well, and I foresee, so we just shipped a whole bunch of stuff to Vitamin Shop, so Planta will launch in Vitamin Shop on June 1st. I think once Planta hits Vitamin Shop, there'll be a demand for the other SKUs from those clients,
Yeah.
that market, and I think we'll be having an increase more.
So just to let you guys know, we just Planta, we shipped a
That's what I just said.
No, we shipped. We shipped hundreds of thousands of dollars in our initial opening order to Vitamin Shop. It'll be at every Vitamin Shop June 15th.
I just said that.
You didn't say
Oh,
June 15th.
I said June 1st. I thought it was June 1st is what Sean said. Okay, well,
Pretty sure it's 15th.
June-ish, somewhere in that month.
Couple months, bro. Couple
Follow
months.
Ambrosia's social media.
Couple months.
We need to get the economy going for all small business.
Yeah, I think my channel is very small business oriented, but I don't think you guys are assholes. Can everybody hear? I know a lot of my friends are anti-wearing masks. I don't like wearing condoms. I understand. But in this pandemic, I think we make a compromise. All right, guys. All right. We just want you to open the economy, but guess what? We'll put masks on. Instead, everybody's like, I'm not doing anything. Don't tread on me. I say we just compromise. Sometimes you got to compromise. And look, I'm okay wearing masks, because right now, unless I get a shave soon, this is going to be ugly.
Never truly locked down. Yep, that's true.
We weren't truly locked down. What we did is we picked and choose winners and losers, and that's bullshit.
Thanks for covering supply chain, even anecdotally. That was insightful.
Katie is a genius. Katie handles all the supply chain. So if there's ever something out of stock, you can email her hate email at...
Yes. Well, keeping track of
There's a team
of wrapper inventory and all that is a challenge. So we put in some new like checks and balances to be more efficient. But I've only run out of wrappers, I think, once before this. Now we're out of almond butter chocolate chip, and we should have that in
and
next week.
We didn't freak because it's one of our lower sellers.
Right. So that packaging will be in stock next week, and then we can produce more and have it in the market. Seems like people are over here in Australia have calmed down. We have opened up our beaches. Lots of small businesses over here have closed down, never to open again. That's what's so sad. Is the small businesses that are going to be affected by this, and then for some families that's their everything, generational businesses,
And let me also say that also the big businesses, 24 Hour Fitness might never come back.
Yeah.
They've exhausted their $210 million line of credit, and we're going to see a lot of stores, a lot of the gyms that you go to closing because of this. I'll say it right now, it was a complete overreach of the state.
This guy who's in Australia, police over here are allowed to fine you $1,000 if not driving for an essential cause.
Absolutely.
You better always have a grocery list with you.
See, so here's the deal. So one of the reasons we moved to Tennessee is because it's a conservative state based on liberty at this time. We have a governor who's extremely pro-commerce. We have our cops out here. Well, Bill Lee literally said we will not be pulling people over. For going out. Like, he made more of a stay-at-home suggestion. But guess what? I see all these crowds, and they still have mass transit in New York. Dude, people in Tennessee we're not fucking stupid. Like, we don't want to get this shit either. You open the gyms, I guarantee you people are wiping everything down. They're putting their masks on. We're just a different kind of people in Tennessee. And that's why I recommend, if you don't like Michigan, if you don't like any of those states that are overreaching, now's the time where the true colors of these tyrant governors, like that stupid bitch in Michigan, Whitmer, they've shined through, man. So it's time for you to move. You have the 11th Amendment. You have the freedom to go any state you want. Just don't come here if you vote for them.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. She has a lovely pair.
Oh, it's great.
Really nice
I have,
nice pair of sunglasses.
no, man, I love them. Like, it's seriously the first thing I go for.
Trump 2020.
Well, I mean, he's going up against a guy who's friggin' can't. Would you give Joe Biden your car keys and be like, hey, go drive, bro?
Most local businesses near me, including the CrossFit box, applied and have yet to get any kind of funding from government.
So let me kind of explain that. You want to explain it a little bit?
I think a lot of the hiccups come from the bank that they use to apply for the loans. If the loan paperwork was done incorrectly the first time, that'll create delays. We had a great bank, fortunately.
Our bank. So right when the information came out, our bank, because we're in a good bank. It's not a small, like, two dudes. It's like a real bank, but we're one of their bigger customers in the state. And so they came to us a week before, said, hey, we're going to get this in right when this shit opens at 8 a.m.
Right.
Here's the paperwork we need. Boom, boom, boom. Chad filled it out. We did all we needed to do.
Had to make
submitted it at 8 a.m. There were 2 changes. And also, and last week, the funds hit our account.
Or on the flip side, we use a national big bank for Ambrosia and have seen nothing.
Ambrosia's not getting the money because the funds have run out.
Right.
And Congress is busy fucking eating ice cream.
Who have big banks say that.
So my recommendation is don't go to a small bank, don't go to a big bank, go to one of those mid-sized banks.
But local kind of.
Yeah, local and like statewide.
Yeah. We need to get back to work.
I agree. I fucking agree
about it. Yep. Do you guys eat all your meals together? You always have family dinner time. Well, right now I'm cooking every single night, and we're all eating. We can't really all fit at the one table, so the kids are 2 kids at the bar and 3 of us at the table. We don't usually eat dinners together because we're usually at soccer every single night. But because of this COVID thing, we ain't got shit going on in the evening other than
it's family dinner time at 6 p.m., bro.
Yeah. So we try on nights where we're all home, on weekends. But it's actually hard to do. We're usually eating in shifts.
Because the kids will have practice at 6 and then at 8.
Yeah, it depends. You know.
Cammy's practice goes till 9:30 p.m.
Yep. Your thought about Vegas opening?
You guys need to. But your governor is the only governor in the country to shut down health food stores. The guy is a complete, and he also he banned hydrochloroquine before we even had anything. I mean, if people are dying, it's their only hope, and there's been great reports on that. I'm not saying it's the magical cure. I'm saying that there's been some really good reports on hydrochloroquine, chloroquine, and quinine. So, I mean, why would you ban that? It's because he just wants to do everything he can to undermine Trump.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Marc, respect for you spreading the knowledge, sir.
Thank you, sir.
This one's for me.
Man.
Katie, best advice for moms in quarantine isolation. So for us, we just moved here. So the kids were just starting to make some new friends. We'd only been here about 2.5 months when the isolation happened. So I think it's been a little easier for them because they haven't, other than the soccer friends, they hadn't really gotten too close with kids at school. So I think for them, it's that part of it, the social aspect, hasn't been that difficult. I would say, like, if your kids are having issues, then have them FaceTime their friends.
Video games with friends.
Yeah, video games. Our kids are doing video games with friends. Yeah. So our kids play a lot of video games right now. Before, like, never. Would they play video games. But there's not much they can do here because we're not really in a house, and our school district is not making the schoolwork required. So basically, they can do optional work. They have the chance to increase their grades, but it won't lower them. So I am not stressing at all about schoolwork because my kids are, Cammy's the oldest, she's in 8th grade, Preston is a 1st grader, and Thomas is in 6th grade. They're missing 2 months of school. This is not gonna, traumatize them or make them like decline educationally. I would rather not stress about it because I think whether they're not really saying it, but I think this is hard for kids. Last night was the first time Preston, he was having a mood, but he was going to sleep and I went in to check on him. He was upset for various reasons. And he's like, Mom, when is Corona gonna be done with? Like, He wants, I am sure
Yeah.
the kids are, kids are having issues, moms are having issues. If you're not used to having your kids home all the time, if you're a working mom that's not around your kids a lot, like working outside the home, this is hard. And plus, I feel for the people that have strict jobs right now where they're having to be on their computers for 8 hours a day, doing phone calls and working while having kids at home. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I had a phone call with a lady who works at a doctor's office who was working from home. So I was having a virtual appointment for Cammie. And the mom called me and her kid's screaming in the background. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So there's just, when I read a post on Facebook, like people saying everything's okay, it's not okay for everyone. And
Not
it's
okay.
It is okay to not be okay.
And it's okay to want to go back to work, guys. It's okay to want to go back to school.
Okay. You're going
That
to
doesn't
lose
mean
your
you're gonna-
shit some days. You're going to scream at your kids. I think we were sick of each other the other day because we were like being short with each other. Like being around your family all the time is a tough adjustment.
I got sick of you. There's no getting sick of me. I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, screw you. Anyways, yeah, that's my little rant on
Yeah.
quarantine. It will pass. It's just a weird time.
Will it?
And if I've seen so many posts on social media from our friends in Illinois who are like so stressed out about homeschooling because it's required. And I'm so thankful that Tennessee was like, not required.
Tennessee's like, we don't need no schooling.
Hey, maybe if you're like a high school age kid,
Yeah.
I think that's a more important time than for this.
Damn, Katie looking thick. Survival of the thickest, bro.
Anyways, okay.
She is. You look very good in this camera. I should keep you in this camera.
It's
all
really
the time.
close. I don't like it like so close to my face. Like, ugh. I'm a MAGA guy and now buying much more from Tiger Fitness.
You know what? I
This
will say-
hard-ass chair is like, ugh.
You have so much padding back
No,
there. I
I
don't want to hear
don't.
it. So check it out. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, Thicky Martin. If you guys don't, did I just touch my face?
Seriously?
I'm gonna fucking die.
You're encouraging the freaking trolls
I had
to
an
call me
itch
thick?
right here. No, but he's not a troll.
Okay.
These are good people. I'll tell you this, my Twitter following is one of my good friends on Twitter. His name is Mike Cernovic, and he's one of the first ones when I was at 5,000 followers. He liked my workout stuff, so he kept retweeting me. And I'm not per se a MAGA guy, but right now, versus Joe Biden, I'd vote for my dog Ruckus over Joe Biden.
He
right
can
now.
talk better.
Ruckus has
Ruckus.
definite better vote. He's definitely not senile. Most of my following on Twitter is a very conservative MAGA base, very pro-American, very conservative. Whereas you guys know, if you've watched me over the years, I'm more of a libertarian, socially liberal. And as I got older, and I'm not afraid to talk about this, I've gotten more socially conservative. So earlier this year, I actually decided that I am pro-life. I've been pro-choice for 39 years of my life. I don't make decisions easily. So I'm a very independent thinker, and I could change my mind. I might say, hey, kill babies tomorrow, but right now I'm pro-life.
Funny you're talking about Ruckus talking. I've been trying for the longest time to catch on video Marc talking like he's the dog.
That's
It's
the dog
hilarious. And ever since he lost his voice, like in December, and messed up his vocal cords.
When I had the Rona.
When he laughs sometimes, he has this ridiculous snort. Actually, you haven't done it in the last few weeks. Maybe it's like healed.
Because you guys keep fucking making fun of me.
I even told the kids I'd pay them if I could catch it on video, but I haven't been able to. So we'll still work on that. I'm losing weight because I cut donuts.
Yeah, that usually works.
You count sex as cardio.
No.
I don't count cardio, period. Who needs to do cardio?
And I guess her opinion is also, who needs to do sex? See, I'm one of those everyday kind of guys.
I live in Streamwood. Okay, that
was right next to us. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
If-
We just moved from that bitch.
If someone signs up for the personal coaching, is it the same diet as found in the Drop Factor Transformation Edition?
No.
I'm Sprinkles the dog on IG and love your stuff. Sprinkles?
That's awesome. So, no, but there's two ways I diet people. One is macro, and my diet site is marklobliner.com. Just go to the coaching tab. I haven't updated it in 3 years. But anyway, so basically there's a macro and a diet plan. Now, the meal plan, which will be more based on the diabetic exchange, it is going to be similar, but it's not in the program you get the first day. It's the fact that I correspond with you every day and I adjust it. The diet's in the adjustments, which is why I could do either macros or meal plan. For me, it doesn't matter. We're still going to get results, but some people like meal plans. Some people like having 6 meals a day. Some people like just using their fitness at tracker and they go, oh, there we go. You know, so it just depends on preference. But no, I don't just take my book and email it to you.
Love from New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey, we just sent those cops some free outright bars.
Allentown, PA, up in the boom.
Up in here.
Boom. Did you guys do an Immortal Stack pill breakdown on the website? So funny you asked that. We got that question months ago, and we got the information, and I'm pretty sure Lacey did a diagram, and I wonder if no one put it up.
I will check because I know that Jason was putting it into. We verified it was right. Let me check with our team.
There was 2 of them that looked very similar. So, but other ones I think were pretty easy to identify.
We got it figured out. We just need to figure out where it is, and then we'll post it on the Tiger Fitness Instagram and mine.
Any thoughts on the PPAR antagonist JW5011516?
I know about Levi's 501 jeans, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
I'm not into these whole SARMs, PQ, M24s. I know Test, I know DECA, I know HGH. Let's keep it simple, guys.
Ooh, okay. I got a question to ask you bodybuilders. Don't care about us natural bodybuilders. They only care about themselves and how rich they are to be the top subscribers on YouTube. What?
Okay, I'm gonna answer this the best way I know how. Because we have a lot of countries in this, and he's trying his best to speak. I'm guessing you're not from America or UK or Australia, and I'm very appreciative of you being here. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm a businessman who knows some shit about fitness. That's it. Whether bodybuilders are arrogant and flaunt their shit, I agree. It fucking gets me angry too. I don't want to see somebody's Lambo.
But natural bodybuilders do the same thing.
But natural bodybuilders do it worse. All the Insta hoes and bros, most of those are natural.
And I'm completely unbiased here about the subject, but
she's on all kinds of roids.
Every bodybuilder's natural or not, they're all, what's the word I'm looking for?
Narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
I'm a narcissist.
And obviously, if you're involved in bodybuilding, you're a narcissist and you are showing off how you look. Period. The end.
Dude, anybody who gets on stage in tights and dances in front of a crowd, you're a fucking narcissist.
You have a mental
I do.
issue.
So this bitch right here, right? She writes a...
Okay, wait.
No, hold on. She writes a term paper about me in college, about my dysmorphia, and has the nerve to get an A on it.
But there are some people, not just bodybuilders, who flaunt how rich they are, and that's just their shtick on social media. So if you don't like it, don't subscribe to them. Don't follow them on Instagram. Just ignore it and you do you.
So yeah, just subscribe to Katie. She just posts pictures of the dog and the kids. It's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can post some boob shots.
Indiana in the house. Hello from England.
What's up? Hey, dude.
Hello from
Hey, hold on. Mike Pence in the house. Is Mike Pence here with us?
What? How much of a deficit should someone start with?
As low as possible. I say decrease your carbs by like 30 grams and call it a day.
Vic here from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I've been following your resistant band workouts. Thanks so much for putting out workouts for us while gyms are closed.
Our pleasure. We fucking love it.
Yeah.
We go out. We're right behind us.
I was actually going to tell you this morning. I think something we can do. So we converted our carriage garage into a finished room that'll be a small home gym.
Sex dungeon.
But I think if we put like a pole in the driveway.
A sex swing.
A pole in the driveway where we can anchor bands to. We can do our band workouts out in the driveway under sun.
Oh yeah, then James will like that. I'm doing a podcast with James on Friday, by the way.
Please give shout out to the UK.
What's up, UK? UK, you guys are getting that fucking COVID shit bad, and your government is actually going out in forests and fucking arresting you. So all I'll say is Second Amendment sounds really good right now.
Here's a funny one. Can you talk about the Diana ball that you sell on Tiger Fitness?
Okay, so that's made by a company called.
I thought so.
So Diana ball.
Is that a steroid?
It is, but
the
basically
product name is
the
that?
trademark for supplements was open, so Jared Wheat from High Tech bought it. Jared's a good friend of mine. He's a great character.
I thought that was a troll. I don't know all the products on Tiger Fitness.
But no, it's not Dianabol. It's a natural alternative, and it's not illegal, and people buy it, so we sell it.
You sell the resistance bands, the ones you use in your video. So
not yet.
No, but
we're working
I think even after this, we should partner up with Jane to not sell it on.
We're gonna partner up with ourselves or James.
Yeah. There is no plaque. Get this
plague.
well,
I'm guessing he's not
Q.
talking about dental health.
Get this: all hospitals get $13,000 per COVID patient,
Yes.
and they get like $38,000 per COVID patient that is put on a ventilator. These are facts. Follow the money.
The numbers are so skewed.
That's
And
why-
I've heard so many stories about people who go in with some like heart congenital defect and they'll put them down as a COVID patient.
get money, yeah.
Anytime money gets involved with these institutes, I do it. You know, if I was a hospital and my hospital was having trouble paying the bills, I'd be like, fuck it, COVID. And that's a problem because our numbers are completely skewed. Now, this virus is a fucking bitch. We just need to put on masks and get back to fucking work. And guess what? I was telling somebody this morning. Every time you walk out of the house, you take a risk. I had a friend's friend who literally went on a family vacation, having the time of his life, had a small cut on his leg, got an infection in the ocean, died the next week. Look, life's a risk. And guess what, man? You can't shut down the entire world because of something that kills 0.1% of the population. That fucking sucks.
What's your take on fenugreek? Didn't I take that for increasing lactation?
So fenugreek's great because it has all these magical compounds in it. So you have these different saponins. So it depends on what the actual extract is. You got the testofen extract. You got different extracts. I can't name off the top of my head. And Physicor is actually from fenugreek. But you can also take the whole herb to increase breast milk production.
Doesn't it smell like black licorice?
I believe fenugreek is maple syrup.
Or maybe, okay, it smells like something.
Black licorice is stevia.
Okay. When to adjust macros to your current weight loss versus when you started?
Well, I mean, when you stop losing weight and then you drop it down as little as possible. I usually recommend about the equivalent of about 30 to 40 grams of carbs, so about 150, 200 calories.
Vitamin D. Yep.
We're getting some fucking vitamin D.
We still take lots of
I take
vitamin
5,000 IU vitamin D. Vitamin D has been demonstrated in studies. If you have deficiency in vitamin D, you're basically 10% more likely to. Basically, taking vitamin D can theoretically decrease your chance of getting the flu by 10%. So my opinion is any viral infection, vitamin D will have a great part in helping you not get, or if you do get it, it will lessen the effects of it.
Outright Bar is the best tasting bar I've ever had. No joke, Mark. Hi, Mrs. Lobliner. Just coming to you both some love. P.S. When is the Trend flavored bar coming out?
Trend tastes terrible.
Are you familiar with Q, Mark?
Yeah, very familiar with Q. I looked it up like a couple weeks ago because someone I know told me to look it up. And after watching Out of Shadows and lining it up with Q, now I'm not buying into it 100%, like, you know, God will save us, but the satanic rituals by the elite in Hollywood and all that, it makes more sense than it doesn't it? Like, I'm not saying I'm just diving right in, but those Podesta emails were fucked. That's what threw me over the top, the whole Pizzagate thing.
Yeah.
Like, that completely threw me over the top. And maybe I'm just opening. I'm not saying it's 100% true. I'm saying if it's even 10% true, that's some fucked up shit. And hey, if Trump's gonna unite the world and fucking kill a bunch of baby murderers and rapists, then I'm all for that, man.
Yeah, understood. I was thinking more about brand awareness in the UK than an affiliate link. Is this one asking about the 100K subscriber thing? Looking to work with a company rather than just a money grab, if that makes sense. LOL. Yeah. We don't do a lot of like collaboration type stuff.
I'm not even sure what people mean by collaborating.
I mean, if you're trying to increase brand awareness for us and are looking for,
Then the affiliate program would help you because you increase brand awareness.
and you make
And you make money based on
'cause
commission.
So if you want to do it for free, if it's not a money grab, then you want to do free, just buy our products and talk about them.
But the affiliate program allows you to make up to 20%.
Yeah, I
on
mean, I guess
sales.
if you're a gamer, like Outright Bar is perfect. You don't have to get up off your couch,
And
just have
Mental-
a box by you.
and Mental Jewels is
for
so good
Yeah,
for that.
perfect. There's the gamer stack right there.
I'm like, oh yeah, you know what's up today? The 69 snack stack. I got to get a video.
Yeah. What are some supplements that could help with anxiety?
Anxiety,
Daily?
you know what? Mental Jewels should actually be great for that. Also, sleep aid before bed does have, no, actually, wait, hold on. Anxiety, no, hold on. Ritual PM. That has the actual studies and data to show that the, why am I,
Can't help you.
that one fucking great ingredient. It actually does help with anxiety, depression, and all that good stuff.
Outright bars are awesome. I agree. What's a good stock? Do you own Tesla stock? We don't really play the market like that.
We have a lot
just
of money
have
in the
our
market.
like 401ks and mutual funds and stuff like that. We don't like check it every day and like pick different stocks. Making people wear masks just pushes fear on our little ones.
No, not at all.
No,
What?
if
So
you
let me
explain
explain
it
what
to them
masks. Let me explain what
properly.
masks do. And also in Japan, they're not frightened. You know, what masks do is they don't necessarily prevent you from getting it, they prevent you from transmitting it. So if someone like me and Katie, who are relatively young and healthy, we're probably gonna be very low symptoms or asymptomatic, but we can still have it.
How you present wearing a mask to a kid. If you're like, you can't scare them shitless. Like our boys have neck gaiters from fishing and Nerf gun playing.
I think it's cool.
And it looks cool. So if you're just saying it, you're gonna wear it so that you don't get, get other people sick or get sick. Just don't be over the top with it. Don't have them watching the news where they're showing like body bags.
I think
you just have to be careful.
I think masks are a great compromise, and I wear a mask in public. It decreases your chance of getting it, but mainly it greatly decreases your chance of spreading it if you're asymptomatic. And again, I'm a don't tread on me, fucking Second Amendment, America motherfucker. I moved to fucking Tennessee because of that. And guess what? I'm still like, hey, I'll wear a mask. I won't wear a condom, but I'll wear a mask.
Our commie Michigan governor is trying to bankrupt the state.
She's doing a good job, and I like how you guys went out, stood on her steps with your ARs showing.
Yeah.
God bless Michigan.
People need to wear those masks. My grandpa passed away to COVID-19 and
Bingo.
was on lockdown for 3 weeks, and my son is high risk due to autism. Trust me, people.
Wear the
need
mask.
to focus on spreading, not catching.
Bingo,
Exactly.
bingo, 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 bingo. Thank you. Let's get out of our bubble. Look, I'm the most America, Constitution motherfucker.
First of all, we're really sorry that you lost your grandpa.
Exactly. Exactly. That does suck. But again, what's he saying? He has an autoimmune compromised
Son,
person and
yeah.
an older person. Those are the ones at risk.
Right,
For
and
us young
for-
people, we need to wear masks. And also, quarantine means you quarantine the sick and the elderly and that risk. Whereas lockdown means you fucking put everybody in house arrest. We should have quarantined the people highly at risk. And just fucking, people would have died. At the end of the day, what does flattening the curve mean? Everybody's still gonna get it. It just means the hospitals aren't overwhelmed. Sooner or later, we gotta rip off the Band-Aid and get the fuck to work. Like, that's the thing, these stay-at-home Karens, they never have a win. We're gonna come back. It's like, we need to stay locked. Well, till when? Well, 2 months. Why 2 months? Why not 3? Well, 3 months. What about a year? Is that better? Like, we need a fucking day. And we've been locked down enough. If we haven't flattened the curve enough, it's time to just fucking rip off the Band-Aid. What happens, happens. We gotta fucking go back to work. You don't understand how many people are getting fucking... Everybody, I've never heard one person who lost their job or their business like, oh, stay at home, you're killing grandma. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're killing this man's family, and he might commit suicide.
I'm a business undergrad, and supply chain management was one of the most interesting classes
Yes.
I've taken. Mad props to Katie. So easy to mess up, and I haven't ever experienced that with Tiger Fitness. Well, it's not only my
We have,
we have team and our manufacturer.
the top two involved in that are a kid named Tyler, who's fucking amazing, and our partner Chad.
And all the technological crap where we can pull a report and see what our sales have been for
Our CTO Jason is the best in the world. Yeah, we have the greatest team
so with all
on the planet.
Yeah,
period.
if everybody does what they're supposed to do, we're usually pretty smooth sailing.
Greatest team on the planet.
And there's going to be hiccups. But
Oh, we're gonna fuck up a lot, but we're gonna make good on it.
rich slime, magnesium, turmeric can help. Oh, that's the guy's name, Rich Slime.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, slime.
Magnesium. He's talking about probably the joints. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, all those things are good.
Conservatism all the way, baby. Media lies will ruin many small businesses' lives forever.
And they don't care because they're still getting paid. They get paid based on hyperbole and fucking and subscribers and ads. They don't care about this guy who lost his business as a seamstress or whatever the fuck. They just care about themselves. They're selfish. Look, here's the deal. I should be the first one saying stay at home because guess what? We're doing great. But I'm an American. I want people to I want this country I want you guys to thrive and prosper.
Oh, here's the one that's creative. Marc, lobster is my favorite natural crustacean.
Oh, he's bringing it back 2.5 years. It's awesome. Like it.
How bad is it in your state, and are you happy that they will open states?
Tennessee's gotten hit really weakly. Our deaths are mainly comprised of, I think it's like 90% are over 65. You have your Karens, going out like, we gotta stay locked down forever. Of course, their husband has their cushy stay-at-home fucking job. But most people in this state, and we've talked to a lot of people. We were actually in a store, I'm not gonna say the name, but they're very good friends of ours. They're the only friends we have, our major friends. You might be able to tell from there.
Huh?
It's our favorite shop.
Oh, yeah.
So we were in there and we had a conversation with employees and customers and everybody in there.
Yeah.
And this woman completely wearing a mask incorrectly.
It was coming down, she's like touching it.
She was like, but everybody in that store, and this is a sampling of America. These are just people out and about trying to get some groceries, right? Everybody in there, not only did we talk about going back to work, I think people are getting woke. We talked about out of shadows. This one guy brought up the Q. I'm like, whoa. Like all this shit that's underground, people are starting to get woke.
How many more flavors of outright bars do you have in the pipeline? So the cookies and cream bar should be produced late next week. Cookie dough new flavor should be produced late next week, early the following week. So that should start. That should be at Tiger Fitness a week after. We just approved a new flavor today. I think we're gonna go.
Yeah,
with.
we've approved a new flavor today.
And then there is two or three other flavors that are in the pipeline that we're like tweaking. So we hope to have one for fall.
Yeah.
So we're always trying to come up with new flavors, whether it's seasonal or one that stays.
Always.
What are the best supplements to help with recovery or avoiding overtraining?
Overtraining solution is awesome. I'll just mention one, but there's so many. I mean, it's your overall supplement and energy and your food and your diet and everything involved and taking enough liquid and fluids and, but overtraining solutions built for that.
Marc, your channel is awesome and you're hilarious and charismatic, man. Keep up the work. Damn, Katie looking thick. Then he went on to say that that's a compliment.
It is.
Test booster for a 17-year-old.
You're 17, bro. Chill. Like, just wait till you're 18.
Make
then
America
worry about
work again.
Absolutely.
Yes. He said, I meant his compliment, by the way. I'm from the hood like Marc, so we like thick women.
Yeah, I'm actually, that's my thing.
It got cold. Hello, Marc and Katie.
If it gets cold, we might get more views.
Benefits of intra-workout carbs during intense training.
Honestly,
Like,
it depends
get a
what kind
set, eat a bagel.
He's talking about like liquid carbs, like carb 10. If you're doing bodybuilding training, not many. But if you're doing like basketball or any kind of really high intensity, anaerobic yet, not weightlifting training, or even hard CrossFit. Yeah, I do see a benefit for energy and glycogen replenishment.
Is Katie natural? She looks enhanced in the upper torso. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not natty. I'm the only natty one here.
Hi, Marc and Katie. Are you still taking Anadrol, Marc?
No, I stopped. That was ended like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
If my pump isn't great with Basky, can I do 2 scoops? I've tried adding carbs, it hasn't really helped.
Your diet or your sodium's off because even
out.
the science shows that you're gonna get a better pump. I mean, there's been scientific studies, so either somehow you just suck at getting pumps naturally, which could happen. There's people respond differently, but generally speaking, something's off with some other shit you're doing. Because science is science, and studies show that it does increase your the arterial flow.
UK here, thanks Marc for your workouts. Really best for us who can't
pleasure.
get out. Beef protein isolate post-workout, good or bad?
It's not bad, but I think it's suboptimal. Beef protein is really not that great of a protein powder.
First time catching you live, big fan. Hello to the missus as well.
Hey.
How do you start out your reverse diets? Cut some cardio, add 100 calories?
I think that's good. I think that's not a bad idea.
Not too long after taking Immortal, my urine is damn near neon. Does that happen to you too?
Absolutely. It's mostly going to be the vitamin B12.
After you've taken it for several days, it's not as bad.
If you're well hydrated, but
when we ran out and I stopped taking it for like a week or two, and then I started it again, it was really bad. But like Marc said, if you're hydrated, it's not as bad.
I was at the play facility. I'm able to lift weights last week, and I remember I'm getting ready to squat. I got to go pee, and then I'm looking down. I'm like, man, my pee is fucking amazingly yellow.
You need to sell your bars at the major truck stops.
We'd love to. They just have no interest in it. We use distributors, and it does take time for them to get into those stores, and they have such a limited space.
Why do I feel good after doing only 10 push-ups?
Because every time you exercise, it elicits some centers in your brain to actually fire better if you did exercise. If you look at a brain scan before and after a walk, you'll notice a huge difference in when you're sitting down, it's just gray. After you go on a walk, it's all lit up in colors. And that's because it's activating parts of your brain. Exercise is good.
Just cut my face open, dropping an adjustable dumbbell on my face.
We saw so many videos of that this morning.
I dropped week before our wedding, I dropped cylinder from a
Power
power block
block.
on my face.
Yeah.
Look, you didn't break my nose.
No.
How necessary is a fly movement for chest development? I don't have access to cable or pec and can't feel dumbbell flies, so I've only been doing presses. Use bands.
Well,
For flies.
bands will help. But I would say focus on your form. But yeah, you could build a great chest without doing flies, but I'm like, you could probably build a better chest with a more complete chest workout.
Waiting for the computers to take all our jobs.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think that we're going to see a vast redistribution of wealth based on this picking and choosing losers that the non-essential shutdown did. This isn't a shutdown. This is a shutdown of the non-essentials. What are the non-essentials? The smaller companies. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to kill the small business to make room for big business, who are great donors to the Democrat Party, as well as probably the Republican Party as well.
Boom, Mark, give us a Tiger Fitness stimulus.
We actually did run a sale to our email customers when the stimulus checks hit. Well, actually before it hit. But I always found it to be quite distasteful to call something a stimulus sale. I know a lot of our competitors have done it, but I think that's just distasteful.
This is a good one. Any advice for people who lost their jobs and are affected economically and are worried on what to do next without any income? So we live in an apartment complex right now, and they sent out a list of all of the local companies that are hiring. Now,
Dozens.
granted, that might not be the salary that you are used to, but it is a job, and it's better than nothing. So I would say my advice would be go find a job. You have to, tuck tail and maybe go bag groceries to get through, or deliver pizza. There was so many
I know a
jobs.
professional athlete doing Postmates right now.
Yeah.
A professional
Yeah.
fucking athlete. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Josh Shaw, who's a good friend of mine, one of the brightest minds in business consulting right now, he said something, and I stole this from his Facebook post. He said, the only advice I have for you is to work. Never depend on the government for your livelihood.
Oh.
My advice, get 2 jobs. Bag groceries during the day and stock warehouses at night.
And here's
Fucking
the other
do
thing.
work.
As America, in general, people don't save money, and the recommendation is to have 3 to 6 months at least
6 months, oh fuck fun.
of money to cover all of your necessary shit. So we've only been shut down a little over a month, right?
Most 80% of 90% of Americans don't have enough money to cover an unexpected $600 check.
So if this should be a lesson to everyone to have that 6-month shit fund, and if something like this happens and you don't have a job, start using that, but to not use all of it, go out and get another job so that you're not going through all your savings. I mean, it's not like there are jobs.
There are a lot of jobs. I also say another thing, we want to realize that what you vote for has consequences.
Yep.
So voting for a feel-good person, they seem like a nice guy, and then the bitch in Michigan shuts your state down, that's a problem. So remember, you got to go out and vote.
Is Tennessee opening up the state yet? Not
May.
officially.
So Bill Lee is Governor Bill Lee, who's a good guy. He's actually looking into. He promised he will have it start opening in May. My guess is he has not extended the April 28th lockdown. So my opinion is he's going to follow the U.S. government recommendation of May 1st and go in phases. Similar to Texas, where they just opened up state parks today in Texas. I think he's going to go with phase 1 of the government starting on May 1st. That's my guess. But he hasn't made an official statement yet.
Canada wants to lock down for life.
Well, Canada is, you guys are great with socialism. That's not our thing though, man. You guys still fucking recognize the Queen. Like, America straight up went to war because we fucking hate the Queen.
I think artificial intelligence has officially taken over. They're just not saying. It's done a lot, I'm sure.
Okay, iRobot.
Thank you so much for answering my questions. Love what you're doing. Katie, you look better than Mark. Stay natty. Sup, guys? Love y'all so much. I'm finally in the 190s for good and
Nice.
been since high school.
Good shit.
How many fingers? Chicken fingers. Haha. When is all the nectar flavors coming back in stock? Good question.
You know what? We have most of them, and honestly, it's not a flavor-based product. We never intended to have more than one, but we should have them by the end of the month. Again, we had a huge uptick in sales on Ambrosia.
Is Aramis stain good for boosting test levels on its own?
No.
Anything natural you recommend for migraines? I drink at least a gallon of water a day, take vitamins D3 and magnesium. Well, actually,
No.
Mark has had a very rare migraine when he was a kid, an ocular migraine, and Cammie has been, she's had 2 severe migraines since we've lived here. So I had an appointment with a neurologist with her.
Sunburn on my neck.
Lean forward, or put your thing on your neck or something around your neck. So what they could tell us for migraines is have exercise regularly, have consistent sleep patterns. Some people, migraines are triggered by certain things. It could be an allergen. Some people it's artificial sweeteners. Some people it's chemicals.
I had a migraine yesterday.
You know,
Slight
so,
migraine. It was an ocular. I couldn't see out my right eye.
I'd say stress management. I would think, you know, and if you have severe migraines, see a neurologist.
See a neurologist, absolutely.
So that's about it on that. But supplement-wise, I
5
don't think
minutes,
there's
Katie.
a whole... We're almost done. I'll be getting your Vasky Clash combo. Definitely interested in trying the new Vasky formula. My gym's closed down, so lost some gains. Any advice to do before getting back to my deadlift routine?
You should have had bands. Bands would have saved everything.
Why did you move to an apartment? Because our house is not done being built. We have
We
another
had to
month.
get out of Illinois by the end of
We
the year.
sold our house and we wanted out.
Because
What
Illinois
kind
is
of
trash.
finance money did it take to start MTS?
Well, we just recently sold a company called Civation. So that was there. And Tiger Fitness was existing. So really you can't quantify it, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
Working for no pay, so whatever.
That too.
Outright question mark? Yeah. We are not socialist. Any new MTS products in 2020?
We're working on some stuff. Generally speaking, we have every category covered. So my goal is to streamline our brand and to get rid of slow movers and then come out with things and also come out with new things. And then also I would like to improve certain things we have. I've found a couple ingredients and I'm currently working on being first to market with them.
I have generally lower test levels and didn't want to make the hop on TRT yet. I've been taking Ermistane and noticed more energy and even strength.
You need to see a doctor to monitor that. You can't just because you're taking an anti-estrogen and just taking that alone can have you're increasing your chances of heart issues if you're just taking anti-estrogen in general. So what you're doing, the self-medicating shit, isn't working. You got to go see a doctor.
Katie, what's your secret to putting up with Marc for all these years? I love his rants and energy, but I can imagine it can be frustrating. LOL, you're awesome. I'm a very patient person.
I'm great in bed. Phenomenal.
Advice on rotator cuff recovery injury.
You got to go to a physical therapist and get it worked out. I can give you some exercises here, but you need to go do it right. And they show you how to actually do these movements correctly.
What should we do when gyms open back up? Like, should we ease into weights going back to our normal lift routines? Hint, I still work out with bands every day with progressive overload.
You go in there and don't be stupid. You know, it's like if something fucking hurts, you know, don't go in there and do something. Don't go fucking before warming up, put 405 on the bar and fucking rip your back out. Like, be smart. Just use some common sense.
Make Marc's house great again. Oh,
just
yes.
make the house.
It's almost done.
It's fucking amazing though. It's a castle.
What kinds of roids should I buy with Trump check?
Hemorrhoids.
Don't ever get rid of MTS ice cream sandwich. Not
planning on it.
Advice on someone who likes drinking but loves working out. How would you balance that to stay healthy?
You can't. Drinking is so bad for you. There's no balancing it. You either are, if you drink, you're hurting yourself. There's no balancing drinking. Drinking is always going to be so bad for you.
I'll answer this one. What are your shirt sizes? Starting a fitness clothing brand. I would like to send you guys some tees. We appreciate the gesture, but
we're not gonna
we
wear
will not wear other people's brands.
Unless it says this, or unless it shows cleavage. We're out.
What's up, guys? That's the last one.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like this, let us know in the comments down below.
Give us some actual questions and topics to discuss for next time.
Yeah,
we
go
can
on my
prepare ahead of time.
Yeah, go on my Instagram.
We could do this again later this week or next week.
I'll check my schedule.
I don't know. What do we got going on? Nothing?
Yeah, I used to. My schedule
Food
was
truck Thursday?
budgeted for traveling. 80% of my time, and so now even though I filled most of that in, I still have a lot of extra time to do stuff like this because I work a lot, and so does she. So what I want you guys to do is go and subscribe to my Instagram or follow or whatever you do on Instagram. It's at Marc Lobliner, and I'll post something on Wednesday. So maybe we could do this on Thursday, Katie. And
as long as it doesn't interfere with our food truck appointment.
oh shit, Thursday's not a good day. Thursday is a
If we
good
do it
day.
earlier, like
Thursday's
at
a good
1.
day. So I'm gonna post on Wednesday and just put your questions down in there. And we'll see you there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate you. And again, be sure to go to tigerfitness.com. We have a lot of cool stuff. And for those of you guys,
that shirt.
For those, what?
The shirt. It's coming. No, you don't have to look at my phone.
Oh, and for those,
Tom is telling me he has all A's.
And for those of you guys, looking for masks that don't look stupid, you can wear to the gym. I have N95s. Okay, hot wife. There you go.
Thank you.
But anyway, I have N95s that we give to our employees. But for the gym, I'm not wearing an N95 mask. We have the neck gaiters with the Tiger Fitness Stretch logo. And for those of you who say, why don't you give them to everyone for free? Because they weren't free to me, and I can't afford to do that. But they will be very affordable, and they will be for sale later this week. Appreciate you. And also the Marc exotic shirt goes up this week. And some other shit. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week.